Joining me now, the holder of the fastest knockout in APFC history, one half of the co-main event fighting for featherweight gold this weekend, Motaz Askar. How are you feeling, my man? I know this camp's been a wild one.
Yeah, I'm feeling good. Thanks for having me on. Yeah, it's been a little wild with all the opponent changes and everything going on with the world. But we ready. We stay ready, so we coming.
So talk to me a little bit about those opponent changes. How are you feeling about, you went in with one guy, then the next, then the next. Now we finally got, the opponent for you. How are you feeling going in? Did anything change in the camp, or is it just, more about you than the opponent?
Yeah, bro. It's all about me. At the end of the day, it's never really about the opponent. Uh, no matter how many times they change in a camp or whatever, it don't phase me. It don't change me. At the end of the day, I'm gonna get in the cage with whoever says yes, whoever signs the contract. So just because it changed a few times doesn't mean nothing to me. I'm just happy that someone signed it before the time was too late.
What would it mean to you to walk out with that championship, man? It's a major championship on UFC Fight Pass, good placement, second fight in the promotion. How would you feel walking out as APFC champ?
Man, it would mean a lot because it would mean further in my career. Like I said last time after my last fight, I'm trying to make to the UFC. I think I'm ready. I have the skills, and I have everything and all the tools to make it there. So being able to get one of the biggest regional titles would just help me into boosting myself to get there.
What do you know about your opponent going in? What do you expect from him? And how do you kind of, see this fight playing out? Obviously, don't give in too much information there, but what are you looking at when you're looking at this opponent?
I know he likes to grapple, he likes to wrestle, but at the end of the day, it's a fight, so you never know. You could think that people are gonna grapple, gonna wrestle, but they come to strike. You could think someone's gonna come to strike and they're gonna come to wrestle. I'm ready for all facets of the game. Nothing changes, like I said. Opponent, same thing. Obviously, I know people have their different styles, but at the end of the day, I'm fighting my game. If I can go impose that will, it doesn't matter. But you know, just gonna try to go out there and do what I always do.
Do you have any predictions for this one? You seem to have been racking up quite a few finishes, but obviously not everyone goes in hunting the finish. Do you just kind of let it come to you as it may, or do you got something on your mind for this fight?
Yeah, no, I always say that you can never really predict anything in a fight because at the end of the day, records don't matter. Nothing matters at the end of the day when it comes to you fighting. Um, so I wouldn't say I have a prediction, but I always say I'm always trying to get a finish. Obviously, everyone's trying to get that finish. So I would love to get a finish. This kid's a tough dude, veteran of the game, but I feel like if I impose my skills like I always do, I could find that finish.
Is there a part of you that almost wants a little bit of cage time in there coming up? Like you keep getting the quick finishes, and that last time, I mean, 9 seconds. How does it feel, one, to go through a camp and then, have all of that lead to a fight that is shorter than, what it takes to rub your eyes in the morning? And two, do you actually kind of hunger after some of that cage time as a pro?
Yeah, so when I was amateur coming up to pro, and my older brother Oscar always told me, he goes, "We need cage time, we need cage time," and I always implemented that in my head. And a bunch of my pro fights haven't really gone that long. And the more that I fight, the more I get comfortable in training and everything. I feel like cage time is important, but at the end of the day, it'll come when it comes. So I wouldn't say like, oh, I want to stay in there. Like a 9 second finish is the best thing I could ever dreamt of. I've been able to get in, get out, not get hurt, do my thing, and then go eat some good food. So yeah, I'd say it's important though. But if you can finish everybody as fast as you can, then it really doesn't matter. You know what I'm saying?
Important when the time is right. And if the gas tank is there, it's only another hidden facet of your game. I do want to ask, you have a lot of supporters usually come out with you. What does it add to your fights to hear the noise behind you, to hear the chants, to hear the crowd, to see your people out there? How does it feel to fight in front of a crowd that's that passionate?
Man, it feels amazing. The last fight I had a whole lot of people come out, and my people, the Palestinian people, were behind me, and I felt the energy. Before I walked out, I felt it, and it made me uh, kind of like give me a boost. So uh, you never obviously expect to finish anybody as fast as I did last fight, but I felt like a majority of why that happened was because of the people that came out, the fans, and all my supporters, and all my people. Giving me that energy to go in and just start a fight. So it means a lot. I can't wait to see how many people show up for this one. is about to be a show.
What would you want to say to the fans ahead of this one? Obviously, you're the man in the cage, but the support means a lot. What do you have to say to those coming out to support you on the day?
Oh man, I would just want to tell them that I appreciate all of them. All their support definitely doesn't go unnoticed to me. Everybody that buys a ticket, that buys my shirts, that just is there for me, texting me fight week, fight day. All that means the world to me, regardless of anybody thinks it doesn't. It really does. And I do this for my family. I do this for myself, but I also do this for my people.
And that actually segues me perfectly, because the final question I've got for you is, what would it mean for you to keep following the path of Palestinian fighters like Bilal Muhammad, being one of the guys to, pave the way for those coming up in your community? What would that mean to you?
Oh man, it means the world. It's as I get older and I understand my nationality and everything from the bottom up, um, wanting to represent my country has moved up to one of my main priorities as being a fighter, and holding that Palestinian flag as high as I can, and representing Palestine as best as I can in the best way that I can. So it would mean the world to me. I know it'd mean the world to my people too. I have a lot of people who are always telling me, do this for Palestine, do this for Palestine. And people don't got to tell me that, because I know what I'm doing it for. And it is definitely one of my main priorities to do this for my people of Palestine, and, show people that the Palestinian people have that heart, have that grit, and everything else.
Motaz Askar makes the attempt to be the first ever APFC featherweight champion and looks to make his Palestinian people proud. Motaz, thank you so much for joining us. I can't wait to see you later this week, and I can't wait to see that fight. Best of luck, my man, and we'll see you on the flip side.
Thank you so much. Can't wait to see you guys.